Welcome to Tea Time with Karen. I'm back from Copenhagen. I'm now in New York. And I'm going to give you a couple of airplane travel tips. One of them is if you have to travel, July 4th is a great time to travel in the evening. I actually saw a bunch of fireworks coming into New York City, and that was kind of cool. I was able to get one picture that came out of the fireworks, but it was really amazing to see a bunch of different displays all at once. Anyway, nowadays with airport security, you can't bring in liquids, and being at the airport to get drinks can be expensive, and sometimes you're not able to get drinks right away because of flights. So I always carry a thermos. This thermos is really a neat one. It stays really cold and it gets really hot. I don't have the contraption in now, but there's a cup here that it has, and you can use loose tea, or you can put a tea bag in here, and it stays really hot and really cold, so it works really well for travel. And at most airports you can find water to fill it up, so I always have an empty thermos bottle to go through security, and then I fill it up with water. The other thing I do is I have some sort of super green food. So this one is some amazing grass, and it's a green food, and they're little tablets. Let me just get that open. So they're tablets that you just put in the water, and then you have a drink that has some nutritional value, because it's not easy to find food that is nutritious while you're flying. So this really helps out. And then the other thing that I found out today is that there is an app now, Mobile Pass, that you put in your passport, you answer all the questions, and then they give you a little code. And getting out of the airport took a couple of minutes. Of course, telling everybody may take longer as it becomes more popular, but going through passport control was really quick with the app. So that's a good thing to have. And then a lot of the airlines, different countries, are not using the same security scanners that we have. They only use them if people beep. So if you really eliminate everything, your necklaces, belts, you don't even have to take off your shoes, you can usually go through without going through the big machine. And I really am leery about using the machine, and I always opt out. In the United States, you can't opt out. In other countries, they're not really keen on that unless you have a really good reason. And so as long as you don't beep, you can usually not go through. There needs to be a study done on the effects of the radiation from those machines. There is no study being done at the moment, and I'm just leery of any machine that can see what is underneath your clothes in terms of the amount of radiation you're getting. We know you already get radiation every time you fly, so adding to the burden is not the best thing. But so I always, like I said, opt out whenever I go through the airport if I can. In other countries you can't, but they don't use it like they do in this country, so you can, as long as you don't beep, you won't have to go through. Anyway, those are my tips for airport traveling, and also to have some sort of food and nuts. I will be back tomorrow and from the US again. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.